Hey, welcome back to another episode. This week, never mind the continuity errors with the color of my shirt, we're making clamps with laser for CNC. Hey, would it kill you to like and subscribe? Come on, it's right there. Do it. So tomorrow I'm cutting a project for my brother for his wedding. That was last weekend, and I didn't get to finish what I was making him last weekend, mainly because I didn't have any clamps to clamp down the workpiece to my table. I'm gonna go cut it tomorrow, but I kind of haven't really had time to make clamps out of some scrap stuff with the CNC, so we're gonna use the K40. Now, typically on this machine, I use this. This is 1/8 inch Baltic birch plywood, and when I'm making stuff, well, I have skeletons, and there's some bits and pieces and space left over. What I've done now is I've gone ahead and I've designed the clamp pieces in Inkscape, and we're going to cut them on the laser cutter, glue them together, and they'll be ready to go. Here are the pieces that we're making. We have a long piece, a short piece, part for the knob. We're not making the 1/4-20 bolt or the nutsert, but you get the point. Anyway, so all we really need to do is we're just going to fit these three pieces in on any of these scraps. And if we're good, we can do this to it. So, originally I cut out these gear looking ornaments, and then, I snaked in all of these extra pieces. So it really made a good use of that piece. Cutting these they're not picky either. So, it's a clamp. Who cares if you cut off the edge of something else? You're going to be stacking it up with a few other ones and gluing it all together, and you're probably going to hit it with a router bit anyway. So don't worry about it if you run off the edge, like into another part of a design. As long as you got some meat there, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. You can even use errors from other projects. So this was one of my dog paw ornaments that was a mess up somehow, but I can put a knob in there. I can put a knob inside this one. Oh, this one went off the edge. That's okay. I can still throw a knob in there. Here are some round ones that were it's from another part of this gear one, and well, there's nothing to be done with those, so cut a knob out of it. It's good. So keep at it and just use up your scraps. Okay, did you see that? So on this one that I just cut here, this first one, it's got a little dent in it. Who cares? It's a clamp. The edge is fine. The edge and the centerpiece here and at least one good edge is fine. This one, it was trying to cut down here, you know, so hey, I got one good edge. That's all that matters. Don't worry about it. It's a clamp. Okay, so with this little group of stuff that I just did, I have enough for 4 clamps and 2 knobs. So the knobs are going to be 3 levels thick here, because that's about how thick this little guy is. And then the clamps themselves are going to be 2 of the big ones and 2 of the small ones stacked on top of each other. Really, the only thing that you're super concerned about, or not even super concerned about, they're crappy scrap clamps, is just when you're gluing them together, you just line up that center hole. So let's glue them up and we'll see you down at the CNC. So there we have it. Works great. The only thing that I would really suggest is those carriage bolts that I got at the beginning didn't work with this T-track. They were too wide. So I had to go back and get some regular 1/4 20 bolts. And these in particular aren't the greatest for this. For the sides, it's fine. But you can see here I'm using them as like a caul for this piece of wood. And you can see here they don't have threads all the way down. And so you're running right up against the thread, the bottom of the thread on these lower ones. So if you can find the ones that have thread all the way down, better off. Anyway, it works great. And if you want to see what this project is going to be, stay tuned because that will be in the next one. Till next time, have a good one.